You guys will have to move in a little bit. That's not bad. We are live right now, I think. A few people. Let's see if anyone's in here yet. Can you guys hear us okay? We're just getting started here. 15 people in here so far. Can you see it on your computer? Or here's yours.
Yes, here on my phone.
Okay. It's a hot and muggy one. Okay, they can hear us. Sounds good. Hello, everyone. Levi's on moderating. We'll wait a few minutes before we do introductions until some more people get on. We got about 100 on here so far. Mark's playing live on his phone here.
Just turn my volume down.
You can see the comments. Do you guys recognize either of these fellows right here? One has been in, no, two, you've both been in our videos, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yours was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You've been in a couple times.
I've been in a few, yeah. Yep.
Well, if I said g'day,
G'day.
g'day everyone from all over the world. My name is Mark Daniel,
Can you hear Mark okay? Let us know.
and I'm sitting next to Michael Morgan from Outdoors with the Morgans, and Adam. How are you, Adam?
I'm good. Mark, how about yourself?
Very good.
You can tell from Mark's accent, he's from West Virginia. So let's get started. What we're doing tonight, this is Mark Daniel, good friend of mine, and Adam. Adam is my buddy that I get the IBC totes. We met, what, 3-4 years ago or something?
Yeah, yep.
Lives about 45 minutes from here. But Mark is from Australia, of all places. And tell them where we met, Mark.
We met at the Butler. What was it? Butler Jeep Invasion. Is that what
Jeep
it's called?
Invasion, yes.
We met. It would be what, just over 3.5 years, 3 years ago.
We are watching you, Dad.
3 years ago. Are they?
Your kids are watching. Say hi to your kids.
I love you, Marin. I love your kids. Hello, Cooper, Fletcher, and Austin. Dad's cool.
He's 10,000 miles from home right now.
Yeah.
So we met at the Jeep Invasion. Mark was living in Australia for a short time, or in New Jersey for a short time with his family, and he drove from Jersey to Butler, Pennsylvania for the Jeep Invasion and to meet up, and we've stayed in touch, and we talk probably once a month. Adam and I about the same, and you were at the Jeep Invasion, which is how you got to know Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Melissa made a comment. She said the first person to bring her a free gyro would get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I wanted a t-shirt. So we went and got a gyro, and just by happenstance that Mark was there when I was there.
And I won the free T-shirt for being the furthest subscriber.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
No one was going to beat me.
Not from Australia.
No.
So tonight we're going to let Mark answer anyone's question. We'll answer anyone's question, but
Yeah.
questions about Australia, because we just were talking about this before we started the live. There's only a couple things I knew about Australia.
Yep.
So bring on the questions for Australia. Now,
And
Adam,
if you are an Australian, just put the Australian flag in front of the question.
are you going to get to theirs first?
Yeah, I'll get to theirs first. I will answer anything I can honestly answer. There you go.
There's John Boyd from Melbourne, Australia.
John Boy, we were just talking.
G'day, John. If you don't know where I'm from, if you are from Australia, I'm from Adelaide, South Australia, from Woodville Park. So it took me from the time I left Adelaide at 6:30 on Thursday morning. It took me 35 hours to get to Dover in New Jersey, and then I drove from here to Michael's. So Adelaide, Melbourne to San Francisco to Newark.
Do you have a lot of snakes, Mark?
Oh, we do have a lot of snakes, and some of them are deadly, and some of them aren't. But you just got to keep away from them. They're around. Everyone knows they're around. You just got to keep away from them. You leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone. Yeah, same as spiders, same as anything in Australia.
A lot of people from the States think everything's very dangerous in Australia,
Yeah,
like
no.
with animals and stuff.
No, we're still alive. I'm still alive. Yeah. I can play it.
What is it?
A didgeridoo. What a didgeridoo is a hollowed out piece of timber, like a tree branch that's hollowed out. The white ants have hollowed it out, and you actually blow in it like That's what it sort of sounds like.
We
But you've
call
got,
that something else.
but what it
Yeah.
is a continuous breath the whole time. And the Aboriginals are the ones
Gas prices.
that came up with it and play it.
Hug a wall there.
Boys, I hope that's the right flag.
Can you hug a
Yes, that is it the right flag? No, it might be. I don't know whether it's. I can't see it. I can't see that what's on the. Joseph, I don't know whether that's. It's got the Union Jack in the left-hand corner. I can't see what's on the right, but on the right-hand side, our flag's got the what's called the Southern Cross. It's a group of 5 stars with a big 7-pointed star on the left underneath the Union Jack.
Is it that one?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
I'll put it in.
Yeah, that's our flag.
Levi, you can keep reading out those
Australia, maybe
good questions. I like that.
Are kangaroos friendly?
Kangaroos friendly, Mark. Levi will ask a question. They're not friendly.
No, they will hang around and look at you, but like the deer here, they'll look at you and then they'll go run off and yeah. But no, you'll see them. Probably not so much in the cities, but out in the country, you'll see them. If you're doing 30 mile an hour, they'll keep up with you. They'll run alongside the car.
So
at a distance.
we hit deer with our vehicles here. What
Oh yeah,
what do
we
you
hit
guys
kangaroos.
Yeah?
Yeah. You go at night. At night, you can hit a kangaroo.
Wow.
And you can do some damage to your car.
I
too.
bet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can do some that.
At least when a deer gets up, it doesn't punch you
Yeah.
like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out
Wouldn't that
and
be
check
horrible?
on it.
Have you seen on the internet the kangaroos that do stand their ground? They will stand their ground and they'll stand up on their back legs with their tail and they'll go you. Very rare though.
Have you ever seen that? I'm not saying it's called Yowie.
A yowie. I don't know what that is.
Yowie.
No, I don't know what that is. Is Kubota in Australia? Yes.
What are gas prices?
What are gas prices?
in Australia?
Before I left home, I'm talking litres here. I paid $2.25 a litre.
So that's about $10 a gallon, isn't it?
Yeah.
$2.25 a litre.
Matt wants to know, is Kubota in Australia?
Yes.
Yes.
What are the temperatures there?
When I left, it was 50 Fahrenheit. I hope I've got that right. It's 10 degrees Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit.
Does your area drink desalinated seawater?
Adelaide, we've got one of the biggest desalination plants, I think, in Australia.
Is that right?
Take
Wow.
the seawater.
And
Yeah.
what they do with the water, when it's cleaned and the salt water's taken out, it actually goes into Hope Valley Reservoir to get mixed with the rest of the water, and then it gets cleaned again. Because the desalinated water, if you drank that, it would not kill you, I suppose, but it will take all the minerals out of your bodies because it's got no minerals left in it. So it's got to get mixed with dirty water again and get clean.
Okay.
What does Bob's your uncle mean?
Bob's your uncle. Hang on, let me think about it.
Dingo. Okay.
We'll come back to that. Bob's your uncle. I've heard it hundreds of times. I even say it.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle. It's like, well, there you go. Bob's your uncle.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Bob's your uncle.
There was a couple good questions. Someone said, do Australians actually drink Fosters?
Oh, listen, I don't even know whether you can get Fosters in Australia. That's just for you Americans. I think Fosters here is made in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a good friend who I'm going to go see next. He came home when we were living here. He came home with a box of Fosters, and I said, "What did you bring that home for? We don't drink that stuff in Australia. That's just for you Americans. That makes you feel good that you're drinking something that's Australian."
I don't know how it said. Is Bondi Beach just still a thing?
Is what beach?
Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach.
Oh, your dad's hi, Dad, Brenna.
Oh,
there's
Hi, Brenna.
Hi, Brenna.
Brenna.
Brenna's going to be with us on Tuesday.
Yeah. She's excited for it.
Do we have any kind of hunting seasons there? I'm not too sure. I'm not in with guns in Australia. I haven't got a gun license. I haven't got any guns, but we do have wild camels, boars. We've got the same like you got.
We don't have kangaroos.
You don't have kangaroos. We've got deer. We've got deer in Australia as well, but I'm not up with all the licenses because I don't get involved with it. So I'm not sure. I can't
We'll be
answer
shooting
that.
plenty in the next couple of days.
Do you actually put shrimp on the barbie?
Yes. Well, we don't call them shrimp. We call them prawns.
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 The
I've
only
heard that
reason
before.
the only reason it's called shrimp is because Americans call it shrimp. We in Australia we call them prawns.
I've heard that.
So
I've
when
heard
you
that
say, if
before.
we said throw a prawn on the barbie, you wouldn't understand what it was.
Mhm.
So that's why it's changed to shrimp. So you Americans know what it is.
You guys follow.
Do you have Jack Daniels? Yes, we do. We have everything. I don't drink Jack Daniels. I drink something better than that.
Who of the three of you uses
Foster's
the
is
most,
available, but-
most crushed stone? I would bet Adam does.
I don't know. Mike Morgan's hard to beat with that. No, I probably use it more for my job, but as far as personal use, I would say Mike Morgan does.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam does excavating.
Do you know?
You're
who
into a little
Jet
bit of
and
everything.
Lawrence?
With the flicks. I love your accent.
That's
You
our
like-
That's my
Who said that?
their sister-in-law from Vegas.
A lot of ladies love my accent.
Do tractors and diesel trucks have the same or similar exhaust systems?
Yeah.
In the U.S.
Do you know what Mark told me today that I did not know? So they can get the cool Toyota Hiluxes over there with the little diesels in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
He
know they
says
make,
they're the most popular vehicle
They
over
are-
there.
the Toyota Hilux dual cab is the most popular sold vehicle in Australia.
Wow.
You cut firewood, Mark.
Yes, I love cutting firewood. That's why I watch Michael's show.
Tomorrow, Mark wants to cut down a tall tree because over there you cut a lot of eucalyptus.
Well, where we are in South Australia, just north of Adelaide, we have a
Like
lot
a
of
giant bush.
Nasty. mallee. That was called mallee, a eucalyptus mallee, and they don't grow. They don't grow as tall, but they grow
Stuff we
up and they
push into
grow
a burn
out
pit.
bush,
Right, burn it
bushy.
up.
So we don't have tall straight trees where we come from. We probably down in Mount Gambier, down lower southeast, they grow plantation trees like white pine for housing and that. But where we come from, it's all mallee. And like I said, like Michael said a long time ago on his channel, that I get annoyed when he burns all this wood that we keep because that's the size that we get, and he just puts it in the burn pits and burn it.
If you want, next couple of days, you can go gather all that stuff up for me.
No, no. If I can't take it home, I'll leave it.
That's the same way I look at
It's
it.
still, that's right. It's still, David still is popular. And so I've got 3 steel chainsaws. So yeah, everything we buy is steel. We've got steel shops. Look, you got to understand Australia. I know it's on the other side of the world, but we've got everything that you guys have got.
so
everything.
here's a question, Mark. What do you have that we don't have?
The kangaroos.
Okay.
Vegemite.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys. I didn't bring any Vegemite because it would just be a waste. You'd all spit it out. So been there, done that. Did that for 12 months, and I don't think one person liked it. It was just a waste. and then I ran out of Vegemite, and I had to go like the last 3 months without Vegemite because I wasted it on you guys. If you don't know what Vegemite is, it's an Australian spread that we put on toast, and we have it for breakfast or Vegemite sandwich. But it's a yeast if you've never had it before, it's not anything like Nutella. It's a yeast extract. It's like a Marmite. Have you heard of Marmite? Or
There's a guy that just mentioned that in the UK.
yeah, it's like a Marmite. It's like
Yeah.
a thick, yeasty, salty taste, and it's an acquired taste. So
Sounds delicious.
it's delicious.
Who does
Just don't
barbecue?
spread it. If you ever try it, don't spread it on
Real
like
thick.
Nutella, because that's why people go yuck.
Then they gag.
Just thinly, just real thin, just to get the taste.
Who does barbecue better, Australia or the U.S.?
I think both countries do, because I think Americans, they cook a nice barbecue, but they smother it with flavour. Everything. To me, if I was going to barbecue a nice steak, I'd only just put salt and pepper on it. That's it. Americans want to smother everything with marinades and
Butter. I use butter.
yeah.
Everything.
Don't take me on that. But
What's your favorite American food?
What we did.
We don't have a lot. Kate always asks me that. What's American? Burgers?
I don't know really. Put it this way: when we lived a year for 12 months in New Jersey, we tried to replicate everything that we had at home. We brought the recipe book and found everything and tried to replicate everything. The kids wouldn't eat it. It was
Really?
just, even though it was exactly the same things, the kids wouldn't eat it because you're like I'm trying to think of the hot sauce.
Next week. I'll note it with him.
Yeah, we tried to replicate everything and the kids didn't like it because it was slightly different.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Someone asked if you get any snow where you live.
No. Not where we live, not south. I've never seen snow. I think we have had a drizzle right up in the hills. We've had like an inch or 2 inches of snow, but it'd only be there half an hour to go. I've never seen it other than when we lived in New Jersey.
Someone must have just joined, but said, "What's the most popular pickup?" You already answered that. Toyota Hilux.
Toyota Hilux.
Someone said that they sell new Ford Falcons there.
Yeah.
The new Ford Falcon.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Ford's like your truck? No. Oh, they may do. Look, big trucks like American trucks are just starting to come into Australia, and that would have only been because the bloke would have changed rules or changed because our government wants to make rules up all the time.
Do people eat kangaroos?
I think we are the only country in the world that actually eats our national anthem, our national emblem,
Yeah.
which is emu and kangaroo.
Yeah.
So if you look on a 50-cent piece, I don't think I've got one in my pocket. I wouldn't have one. A 50-cent piece on the back of it is our national emblem, and it's a kangaroo and a emu, and we don't eat it all the time, but we do eat them. And kangaroos real gamey. You either love it or you hate it.
Someone from rural Victoria. Another person from Australia.
John Boyd from Victoria.
Ever been
Do you
to
have?
New Zealand?
Sorry.
Someone said, ever been to New Zealand?
Yes, went there for our honeymoon.
Oh, yeah.
Went to the South Island. Lovely place. Yeah.
Marin, is Marin watching? He's told us the whole story. Such
Yeah.
a romantic.
Yeah. Walkabout. What is walkabout? Is walkabout a real thing? I think that's an Aboriginal thing. A walkabout is an Aboriginal thing where you go walking off.
John Boyd said he's 70 in his lifetime. It snowed only twice. And each time it only lasted an hour.
Huh.
Oh, times. Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing some of your friends have asked if you are a movie star.
Am I a movie star?
If you have credit card debt.
No, they're asking if Australians have a lot of credit cards.
Oh, that's right.
Ah, it would be like anywhere else.
This had to be your
It'd be like anywhere else.
right. I was just thinking these were your friends.
Someone asked earlier, do Australians like Mel Gibson? It's an odd question.
Yeah, of course we do.
Well, Mel
He's
Gibson's.
an Aussie.
Yeah, he's from
He's
Australia.
from Australia.
AC/DC
Well, I tell you what, this is funny.
from Australia, right?
I think every Australian would find this funny. On when Michael plays his fireworks for the 4th of July, and that's Independence, for your independence,
hmm
and he plays an Australian ACD song.
That was one song, Mark.
You've done it twice now.
Hey, we love AC/DC.
Yeah, I know. You've done it twice, though.
Some people
Hey, Mark, this
joining,
Tom,
asking, who the
Jerry.
guest is and where he's from.
Oh, yeah. In case anyone's just joining us, this is our friend Mark from Australia, and my friend Adam from about 40 minutes up the road. These two got to know each other at a meetup we had 3 years ago, and Mark is back visiting friends here in the States.
McDonald's on every street corner, just like America. Yes.
Really?
Yep.
There's Brian. G'day, mate, from North Queensland.
Tom
Any
Dixon.
weird any American customs you think are strange?
We're going to try to wrap this up in a couple hours. So.
Yeah. G'day, mate, from North
We're
Queensland.
gonna cut it that
G'day,
short?
Brian from North Queensland. I'm surprised to find out Australia has a rainforest. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's up in top north of Queensland's rainforest. Well, this time I was going to say, if you've just got hopped online, I lived in my wife and I and the kids moved here. What was it, 4 years ago, and we lived in New Jersey. We lived on a U.S. Army post called Picatinny Arsenal. My wife works for Defence. And I was obviously her accompanying party. And Michael and Adam, how we met is Michael invited his subscribers to come to Butler, Pennsylvania, to the Jeep invasion, and that's how. And I text messaged Michael and said, "Look, I'll be there in 3 hours. I'll see you then," and that's how we met. And like Michael said before, we text message and I ring him up in the middle of the night, and because I don't know what time it is.
Yeah.
Or
What time is it right now in Australia? It's
It's-
6:20
or
Eastern.
someone's
here.
we just 7:30, be closer, probably 7:45 at night, and no, quarter
Monday
to 8,
morning.
7:45 Monday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody in Australia be ready to go to work. See, 13, I think, I don't know how far I've come across, but 13 and a half hours, you're 13 and a half hours behind us.
You ever want to go to Australia?
I would love to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Me too. There we go.
I'm not big in traveling internationally, but that there or New Zealand is a couple places that I would like to go to someday.
That's literally.
Maybe we could go together, Melissa.
Okay.
put me in your suitcases.
How long is the flight? The flight, it took me from 6:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning. I caught my first flight from Adelaide to Melbourne, Melbourne to San Francisco, San Francisco to Newark. It was, by the time I got the hire car, drove an hour out to Dover in New Jersey. It was about 35 hours. And the airfare cost me $3,000 Australian. And the car hire for 7 days cost me $1,200.
What's the exchange rate now?
We, just as I left Australia, we hit a 2-year low, which was 60, I think it was 67 cents. So when I got into Melbourne, I handed over 2,000 Australian dollars, and I got back at 1,100 and change. I wasn't very happy.
Someone had asked earlier what it cost to fly here. Do you want to
Yeah, it was
disclose that?
cost me 3,000 Australian,
Really?
3,000 Australian dollars.
Oh, never mind. I won't be visiting.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you go over there, you'll get $1.40.
You make money.
Oh,
You'll
yeah,
make
right.
you'll make money. The best thing I can do here is get a job, and then I'll make more money going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm
gotta
not
be
working.
here early tomorrow.
but I'm not
Have to
working-
work for you.
I'm not working here for minimum wage.
Hmm.
Do you have a light?
Are you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Adam, maybe that's for you.
Oh, I'm not real big into
Oh,
the sports,
I'll be
but
back.
yeah, I guess if I was to
I'll be
pick a
back in a
football
sec.
team, it would
Okay.
be the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, we'll watch them if they're on, but like, I don't set a reminder to watch a game.
Yeah, me neither. The Super Bowl, usually there's a party for that. I'll go watch it. Whoever's playing the Super Bowl.
I had a buddy one.
Myers from Grove City said, you know him?
I don't think I know Robert Myers from Grove City, but I'm from Grove City, so hi Robert.
Oh,
Buddy of mine once asked me, it was a Sunday, middle winter, whatever, if I want to go to a Steeler game. Him and his wife have season tickets. And he's like, hey, Rob, my wife's not going. Do you want to go? And I said, no, I can't. He's like, what do you got going on? I'm like, I'm going to cut wood or something.
Yeah.
What's in the
bag?
Oh, boy.
I think Michael knows what's in the bag.
Oh, I think I do. Oh, boy.
Okay, we won't do that first. We'll do the other one first, because we were talking about football before, weren't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steelers. Yep.
Okay, in Australia, look it up on YouTube. But in Australia, we play Australian rules football, AFL. So what I did is I brought Michael a proper AFL
Wow.
Aussie rules football.
aw,
Cool.
that is.
So this is obviously a leather ball, and it's a little bit like your
Yeah.
ball, but we play a lot different. Now, to understand the rules, I'd want you to go to YouTube and watch it, because I tell you what, you got to be fit to run around, because the oval's about 3 times bigger than your football
It
oval.
looks a lot different.
And you kick the ball, you handball it, you can't throw it, but you look up the rules. Anyway, I'm going to give this to Michael to put in his man cave. This one here is a Masters. This is what, because I don't play anymore, but I'm involved with Masters Football Club.
Okay.
Well, it's got, I've written on here, the Woodville South Masters. So that's a shout out to a shout out to the Cats, Woodville South Masters. Anyway, I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
That's an proper AFL football.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger around too.
Yeah.
Grip, yeah. And it's not as pointy on the ends.
Yeah, you kick it, you don't throw it. If you throw the ball, you get penalised for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't throw the ball. But watch YouTube, watch AFL rules, and
Thank
you'll
you, Mark.
understand it.
I had no idea there was such a thing as a different,
No.
played.
So is it like a combination of football and rugby kind of thing then? Like American-
It's totally different. It's totally different. What you start off with a big big round oval with a square in the middle, and you've got 18. 20. What is it? 22 players. You have 18 on the field, And the objective is you've got to get the ball and kick it down. You have goals and points, goal sticks, 2 goal sticks up one end and point posts.
Okay.
And the game is to get the ball down to the other end and get it through. If you get it through the middle, you get 6 points. If you get it on the side of this thing, you get 1 point. And it's 4 20-minute quarters or 4 25-minute quarters, and with time on. I think I've got that
Does
right.
your toilet water flush the opposite direction of ours since you're in the southern hemisphere?
Our toilets work completely different to yours. We don't. Our bowl, the whole system, the way it flushes, is totally different. I'll tell you a quick story. When my mum come over here, I shouldn't say this on YouTube. Because the bowl fills up with water. When she went to do the finished business, she actually put her hand in the bowl in the water, because our water is right down the bottom, and our water comes out of the back of the system and goes around the rim and falls down and pushes your 1s and 2s down the bottom up the S bend. Where your bowl is full of water and the jet pushes that through. Our system works completely different. I don't know why, but it does. Anyway, Mum never did that again.
Yeah, I don't bet not.
Anyway, the second thing is, there's a bit of a story to this, because I tried to get Melissa on Messenger and I wanted to know how big Michael's big head was. I want to know how the size of Michael's big head. So anyway, the reason is because I wanted him to have one of these.
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And if anyone's from Australia, it's a proper rabbit fur hat.
Rabbit
Very
fur.
nice.
Rabbit fur hat. Now I can't say that this is from the rabbits from Australia. I can't say that it's rabbit fur from Australia, because they had bushfires up in Queensland that killed out a lot of rabbit farms. So it's probably not authentic Australian made. I won't say that, because I think some of it's from other countries. But anyway, Michael, this is from Australia.
Thank you very
A
much.
proper Kubra.
That's a nice hat right there. I asked him if it would keep it fits too.
Now it will swell up. The lady told me in the shop that the more you wear it, the lamb's wool leather on the
I like
inside.
That's good.
It's lamb's wool leather on the inside, and the belt is kangaroo leather. It will come down a size. So
The belt's kangaroo leather.
yeah, and inside it's lamb's leather,
Okay.
and it will shrink down a size. So the reason I got you a size
Yeah.
bigger, one size bigger than you said.
Wow.
So now he won't get his ears burnt or get snow in his ears, because he always wears one of these things.
Right.
Wonder if Melissa can put outdoors
I
with the
know,
Morgans
right?
on that.
Yeah, probably.
I love it.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Let's go back to questions.
Very nice hat.
Thumbs up, people.
People are loving it.
I like the hat. Great looking hat. Nice hat.
1,200
Put it this
people.
way, he won't, with that hat, I think I said to Michael, I said, you won't be a man from Snorri River, you'll be and people from Australia will understand what I'm saying. You won't be a man from Snorri River, you'll be a man from Pennsylvania. There you go.
Is it that? What's that place by the property in West Virginia? Snowy Creek. Yeah, it's near. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said that, it made me think of that. When am I getting my horse mic? How about that?
Crocodile Morgan.
Crocodile Morgan.
Is that Archie running around?
Archie.
Archie's chasing the chickens around.
Down under with the
Don't get it dirty. Down under with the Morgans. There you go.
Mark, do you run solar in your house?
Yes, I've got a 7.2 kilowatt solar system, and I've never had a power bill in, I think, 5 or 6 years.
Is that right?
Never had a power bill in 5 or 6 years, and it's paid for it's paid for itself 10 times over. And the thing is, I'd like to make it bigger. Yeah,
You must get it.
I would depends what the go is here in America, but because you get snow and cloud, see in summer we get a lot of sunshine. We get a lot of sunshine, so it's whether it's worth. You got to do your calculations. So your sum's here.
We have 230 some days of rain. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? It's been a pretty nice summer this year.
I'm not complaining. I like rain.
We've had a couple hot. No, this summer it's a couple real hot days, but you know what I mean. It hasn't been brutal
No,
this year.
it's been good for doing outside work. Absolutely.
It's been hot today, but I think that all goes away
Is
tonight.
Snowy River a real place? I don't know. It's Snowy Mountains are. Prices of the gas keep
See any
going
other
up.
good ones, Levi?
Mark, what do you do for a living?
I'm a cabinet maker joiner. I install joinery. Mark is lucky there.
Oh, we need a few sheep.
You need a big knife, like
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
You'll
knife.
see, guys will see a video tomorrow. Melissa and I were down in West Virginia the other day, and I was surprised. This guy had sheep, goats. What else was in that
Well,
fence?
somebody just said you needed a few sheep now
Yeah.
to graze
But
around.
what else is it? Just sheep and goats. Archie's out there.
Well, I'll tell you something,
Come here,
Michael.
Arch.
I'll tell you something, Michael.
Come here.
What I noticed about America, and nobody has it in Australia. Everybody has a fence around their property. And I asked somebody one day, why don't you have fences around your property? And they said, we don't need fences. We got guns.
So, I was saying, we're down West Virginia, and you'll see in the video tomorrow, but this guy had a bunch of goats, a whole bunch of sheep, and the fence was probably 6 strand, but it was only about 4 feet high.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought the goats would get over
Jump over it. Yeah.
but they had one of those Great Pyrenees dogs there laying right by this big white pine tree, just kind of keeping his eye on things.
Yeah.
How'd you like to be a coyote? Like,
so how's
looking over there? That's a big sheep, and then all of a sudden that thing come after you.
How's everybody? Is everyone looking for rain? Is it dry wherever you are? Is everyone looking for rain? Because we in South Australia, we're classed as I think we're nearly classed as the only continent in the world, and we're the largest continent in the world, and the state of South Australia is nearly the driest place in the world. We only get this year. I think we haven't had any more than 4 or 5 inches of rain since Christmas.
Wow.
We average, I think, here, what, 40?
Yeah.
40?
I read somewhere which we're below what we're supposed to be, but I think it was like we had 4 inches in the month of June.
Yeah.
But when I first come here to New Jersey, I saw more rain in 2 weeks than I'd seen in 5 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how much it rained.
someone said he watches some lawn maintenance videos on YouTube, and he noticed a lot of the residential houses have metal fences. Is that like a building code or just preference?
Yeah, nearly everyone in Adelaide would have a metal fence. Yep. Metal fence going all the way around their property, except for across the front. There'll probably be a wire fence or a nice stone fence or something with a nice wrought iron or something. But yeah, fences. Yeah, they'd be 6 or 8 foot high. Yeah. We do like our privacy. In Australia, I think.
A lot of offers for your hat. Some guy said he'd trade you a load of 2A limestone for that hat.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
How much of Australia is uninhabitable?
Well, we only live around the outside. There are like Alice Springs and Cooper Pedy. There are towns in the inner parts of Australia, but the most general population in Australia live on the outskirts because the middle's mainly just desert and big cattle grazing country.
And size-wise, Australia's about the same size as the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, the center of this country is where most of our food's grown.
Someone said you have huge crawfish there.
Yeah. Well, out in the ocean, there's crayfish. Get up to 4 or 5 kilos crayfish.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
But they're saltwater crayfish.
How's that different than a lobster?
Yeah, it sounds like a lobster.
Right.
Well, the thing is, you call them different to us. So, I mean, we have freshwater. We have freshwater crayfish,
We do too.
and we have what's called in South Australia we call them yabbies, which you call
Someone just said that. I didn't know what that was.
yabby. Yabby is what do they cook down south? And they have a big boar.
Oh,
Yeah.
crayfish.
Crawfish.
Yeah, crawfish.
Yeah, we call them yabbies.
Okay.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We call them yabbies. Well, we do in South Australia anyway. They're going so quick. How much is gas in Australia? Gas prices? I filled my truck up the other day. I got a Mitsubishi Canter. I filled it up the other day, and it cost me $170 to fill it up. And that was about $2.35 or something a litre. $2.35 a litre.
How about home prices compared to the U.S.? Like, what's the average home in Australia?
Put it this way, I do smoke cigarettes and I do drink alcohol. And I said to Michael before, a packet of cigarettes in Australia, a 30 pack of cigarettes Australian is about $50 for a packet for 30 cigarettes.
That's insane.
They went up in 12 months. They went up about 1,000%. I think they went from $8 a packet to $50 a packet. And the reason is just because we have free healthcare. Well, sort of free healthcare. We all pay for it out of our taxes.
Yeah,
but
nothing's free.
Nothing's free. But we have, like, if I went to the doctor to see a doctor, the doctor would 9 times out of 10 he would bulk bill, and see him for 20 minutes. He would just bulk bill it. And then if I broke a leg, it would cost me nothing. And even all the treatment after it would cost me nothing. It's all paid by taxpayers. So I forgot where that question started.
You were asking.
Prices.
The what?
Housing prices.
Oh, housing prices. Well, put it this way, I think South Australia is one of the most expensive places in Australia, I think, besides, well, Sydney's and Melbourne would be expensive. But my house, we bought a house 13 years ago and we paid $330 for it. And it's close to probably 900,000 now.
And how many square foot is it roughly?
Our whole block, we've got a 1920s bungalow, an old stone house, and we've got a 606, I think a 660 square meter block, whatever that is in.
John Ritter wants to know, did Mike need to invite an Aussie to help him with some metric conversions? There's no explaining the metric system, so don't even try. Makes it crazy.
The metric system, I don't know what it's based on, but I'll tell you what I know. One liter of fresh water equals 1 kilogram.
Okay. Everything's in tens.
Everything is look.
Yeah,
The best way I explain to people, if you've got no idea of the metric system, I say to Americans, you use it every day.
Is that tape measure over there, Melissa?
Yeah.
Can you get it? I have it.
If you use the metric system every day, because if you went to a shop and you bought a $5 candy, a 5-cent candy, and you gave them $100 bill, I'm pretty sure you would count your change back to make sure that you got the right change. You're using metric every day. It's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little ones on the tape measure are millimeters. 10 millimeters is a centimeter.
So
100 centimeters is 1 meter.
I gotta do something.
1,000 meters is 1 kilometer.
Can you do this with the metric system, Mark? So what year is it right now?
What year?
2022.
2022.
22. So we're gonna hold this on 122,
Yeah.
right? How old are you?
47.
So go to 47 on here.
That's way down there.
Mike working on
There.
carnival game.
There.
So you're born what year?
75. There you go.
1975. Can you do that with the metric system, Mark?
That helps.
Geez,
When are you-
that's really going to help.
How-
That's really going to help me cutting out a kitchen sink, isn't it?
How old are you, Adam?
I'm 37.
37.
There you go. I never knew that.
So you're born in 85.
Yep.
Boom.
Wow.
Very good.
It helps the building.
That's all that. But the thing is, that's all that tape is good for. That's all that tape is good for. I went to Home Depot in Dover to find a metric tape. I couldn't find one.
Someone said the school year is the school year different there?
A what?
Your school year is it different?
Yes, I could tell a story about that, but I'm not. Yes, we start our school year at end of January, February. But usually the first week of February, our school year starts because that's the end of our summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So when we came over here to America to enroll the kids in, that was the worst 8 weeks because when we got here, I didn't realise that the kids were on summer break. So I had the kids by myself for 8 weeks before they even went to school. I couldn't wait for the school bus to pick them up. So anyway, they when they saw the lady said, "What grade are they in?" I said, "Well, they're halfway through year 5, halfway through year 3, and halfway through kindergarten." Well, they go, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, we start our school year at the start of the year." So, but and the other thing you should know is we only have 2 schools. We only have junior primary and senior. We don't have 3. So we have we call it reception through to year 6, and then 7 through to year 12. We don't have middle school.
Huh.
And in South Australia, we've only just changed to match the other states. We used to have year 7 at primary school. Now year 7's gone up to
But
senior school.
do you have senior skip day?
Do we have what?
Senior skip
skip day.
Eva's going to be a senior.
Oh, we
so
have student-free days.
Eva, come on in here a minute.
We have student-free days all the time.
Did you notice no one asked about me?
Melissa's on the
Me
other
either.
side. Eva has been working like a dog making cookies. How many hours did you work last week, Eva?
25.
25 hours in 1 week.
Well, we do have a 5-day week in Australia. Yes.
Someone said when you were talking about this, I'm just catching up with cigarette prices. Someone said, so we should send you Marlboro for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes. I was going to say the reason why they put the cigarette prices up is because everyone's paying for healthcare, and you know, if people are going to smoke cigarettes and go to hospital with cancer or that, everyone's got to pay for that. So, a lot of people have given up smoking, just can't afford it, and so should I.
Do you have 500 TV channels, and can you find anything interesting to watch?
We have lots of channels. We have lots of free-to-air channels. I think our free-to-air TV is really good, but
So if we met you
On board.
like 3 years ago, you've been watching our channel since almost the beginning.
yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone said,
pretty much right from the start. And what I didn't watch, I back-watched it.
And
If
when
that
I was
makes
on, you
sense.
turned it off, right?
No, I've been watching it from the start. So, and it's not too many I've missed. And I
Oh,
could prove
Adam fans
that
on
with the
here.
red
I
light that comes on.
saw
You
that.
got
My
some
buddy
love.
Jacob.
What do you say?
He says, "Adam, we love you." Hi, Jacob.
Is that your neighbor?
No, we've
Guys.
newly acquired friends. He has a
Oh.
little lawn care business and landscaping
nice.
business. Last night we were out riding 4-wheelers till pretty late in the night.
Is he up your way?
Yeah, yep. Wilmington, New Wilmington.
Okay.
someone said, will we see Outdoors with the Morgans on a vacation in Australia in the future?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
That
awesome.
would do a live there, live from Australia.
Live from Australia.
The Morgans down under.
Boy, the flying thing
Yeah.
for me.
If
I'm telling you, I
Mike
don't like a
Morgan could
2-hour
get that one.
flight.
Listen,
Yeah.
make sure you go business class. It's a long way to go.
I'd have to be sedated.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
long time on a plane.
Sell the property, maybe you can get a private jet.
What would
Yeah.
a private jet cost?
How many people have we got watching? 1.4.
1.5, maybe
How many?
Almost 1,500. Hit
Yeah.
that like button if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What?
If we were about 1,000 viewers whenever you last explained, so there's about 500 new people. Maybe just catch them up to speed again.
Yeah.
Ask them a lot of questions too.
When do I do it? When do I do
Mark
it?
from Australia, Adam from Grove City. We all met, well, at a Butler Jeep invasion 3 years ago. Mark watches our channel. He's back in the States.
Yes, it is.
Visiting.
Yes, it is in a Cobra. Go on.
Yes, it is in a Kubra. A
Yeah.
Kubra,
A
right?
Cobra. Yes.
Now, when I gave you the measurements in my head, I gave it to you in inches. How were you able to figure that
Well,
out?
because I have got a tape that's got, like yours, it's got
And
millimeters
it
on
fits.
one side and inches on the other.
The same.
Oh, really? Okay.
Adam won the rig contest, right? There was no rigging to that whatsoever. That was just
Oh, yeah.
pure luck.
Oh, I remember.
Sunseeker sent a super chat for $19.99. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
But yeah, if
Sunseeker.
you don't remember,
Thanks for being here.
Adam and I have been friends for a while, and what I forget, guessed how
Oh,
long it took us to
To
split
split
some
some
wood,
wood.
and there was like 4,000 comments, and Adam got it.
Yeah, and it was funny because my dad watches the channel as well, and he guessed a certain time, and it was odd because my guess, I had thought about using the same number that he did, and anyhow, it just was, the whole situation was weird.
And I ran out of
Without-
gas and stuff too, and we had to come get gas.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hey, Ty.
Where someone asked where I am from, where I live in Australia. I live in South Australia, which is down the middle in the bottom, down the bottom in the middle.
Come on over, Hannah.
Does everyone understand my accent? Does everyone?
I do.
What'd you
boy.
say?
What'd you say?
Hannah's in from State College in Tyler.
She's not in there. Maybe it's just delayed. It must be delayed.
Yeah, it's just delayed a few
A
seconds.
few sheep short of the top paddock. Does anyone understand what that is? Does anyone? A sheep short of the top paddock?
Sounds like you're crazy.
I
Yeah.
would sound it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
6-pack short of a carton.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edith weapon. Just hate leaving.
This shirt's from John Boyd.
Do you have a?
Oh,
Google?
see this shirt Eva has on?
I love Melbourne, Australia. There you go. Flew out
That's
from
from
Melbourne.
John Boyd sent that to
All
you.
these shirts are from him. All my Australia shirts.
Wow.
Thank
Yep.
you, John Boyd. trying to keep the competition going in the truck business. I see.
Does she like Penn State? Hannah's husband Tyler goes to Penn State. They live out there.
Where's he? Tyler.
Someone said, was the Tasmanian tiger ever in Australia?
Yes, but it's extinct now.
Yeah.
It's extinct.
Tasmanian tiger?
Yeah,
Cool.
Tasmanian tiger comes. It comes from Tasmania. It's extinct.
Is that the,
You look
is that the devil? Is that the
No, it's not the
That's what the
Tasmanian
comment
devil.
says.
It's not the Tasmanian devil. It's not the Tasmanian devil. That's still around, but the Tasmanian tiger has been extinct years, a long time ago. I think there's only one live footage. There's only one piece of footage that exists
Oh, really?
that we can prove that it was alive.
Is there
Yeah, I think it was
Bigfoot
like
in
that.
Australia? Is there a Sasquatch?
No.
I don't know.
Well, there could be. I haven't seen it.
People always ask us about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And I said, I have a YouTube channel. You don't think I would tell you if I saw Bigfoot? You know,
Oh, I believe
I got-
Bigfoot.
real footage of,
I do.
oh, those are weird looking tigers.
Hit the thumbs
Yeah.
up.
There you go.
They're cool.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That is a crazy looking tiger. Do you ever see a picture of one of this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've read about it a bunch.
Tasmanian tiger. Looks like a dog
Cat mix. Yeah.
wolf coyote hybrid.
Yeah.
They have them? Oh, I can't wait to see it.
They're extinct now,
Oh,
but they did.
you heard about my
Huh.
So where I'm from, if you can see Australia, there's a red dot right in there, South Australia. That's where I'm from.
Have you ever seen brown snake?
Plenty of them. Keep away from them.
Are they venomous?
Yeah, they're poisonous. Yeah, it's not the big ones; it's the little ones. Apparently, you got to watch out for. They're more venomous than the big ones.
Huh.
You were saying Australia's size of the U.S.
Yeah, pretty much within reason. It's pretty much the same size.
We've got about 1,400 people. Come on over here, Hunter. Hunter, so you can hear Hunter in the background. It could go either way right now.
It's a what?
It's their
Hey, Hunter, look.
Coolest live
Say
ever.
hi to everybody, Hunter. That's about all you're going to get.
If you've just joined in, I'm Mark from Australia. Met Michael 3.5 years ago when he had a meet in Butler, Pennsylvania, and that's where I met Adam from.
Yep.
So I got in touch with Michael and said I'm coming over, and he let me come and visit. So that's why I'm here.
My question to you is: you lived here for a year.
Yeah.
What do you think of the United States?
I love it. Love it. Love it. Great country, great people, great country, beautiful country. Yeah, everyone's friendly. The ones that I've met, anyway.
Now, you were fortunate to before you went home, when you lived here, you got to see a lot of the country. Huh? You spent about a month and a half on the road.
Yeah, well, we did a couple of big trips. We drove from New Jersey all the way over to Mount Rushmore, and then we went down the Mississippi, and then come back up through the mountains, whatever they were called. And then we did all the way, took the kids down to Florida, down to Disney World, and then on the way home we did all of California, right up the top and all the way around through the deserts, and did.
You go to Yellowstone?
No, that's one place we didn't. No.
We need you out there fixing those roads in Yellowstone. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
right. Yeah. No. They're
It's some
bad.
serious floods and just
Oh yeah, I did see that. That one house or whatever it was.
that was a
cabin.
well-built house.
Yeah, floated down the river
I
and
couldn't
didn't break
believe it.
apart.
Totally intact.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. There is one story that I'd like to take back that I told a lot of Americans, and I've told this one to Michael. That if I ever told you a story about the great kangaroo migration where they shut the Sydney Harbour Bridge, I think it's the third week in when was it, Michael? Third week in July.
Yeah.
To let the kangaroos migrate north for the winter. If I ever told you that story, it's not true. Sorry.
You say a lot of people fall for it.
Oh, everyone. As soon as I turn my back, they Google it.
Is there a lot of, do you see a lot of dingoes?
No, I've never seen one in the life. They're up north hiding. Yeah, no, I've never seen. But put it this way, I think the biggest fence in the world would be if you Google it, is the Dingo Fence. It goes down from somewhere and it goes all the way down to Western Australia, right down the ocean. The reason why was to keep the dingoes out because back whenever they put it up, they were grazing sheep, and the dingoes would just eat the sheep and the lamb. So they put a huge, it's the longest fence in the world called the Dingo Fence, and it's still maintained to this day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, to keep the dingoes out.
Huh.
To keep them over in the west and keep the sheep on the east.
He did not move from Australia. He still lives in Australia. They were here for work for a year, but him and his family live in Australia. He's just here visiting.
There's a lot of other people from all over. Someone said I can see a mob of roos from my veranda right now.
Well, if they've got property, they would probably be roos out there, munching on grass. Yeah, yeah. If they're used to people and used to noise, they'll hang around. Some big spiders and bugs in Australia, also I heard. Yeah, there's big spiders and bugs, but just keep away from them. Is the platypus nucleus?
Can you throw a boomerang?
I have thrown a boomerang. Yes. What happened to that boomerang? Did you put it right here?
John Boyd is on here. Sent that.
That's a boomerang, but this one here, I don't think it'll fly because it's a craftwood one. It's just one that you buy out of it, but it hasn't got the right angles on here to make it fly in the air and come back.
Say hi to Firewood.
But we could try it. I don't think it would work. It's just a novelty one. That's all it is.
Is it going to run your equipment?
You want to run something to Mark? Mark has a bucket list of things that he wants to do while he's here. Things, that's what we should talk about. Things that he can do here that you can't do in Australia. Name a couple of them, Mark.
Fireworks.
Fireworks. He wants to shoot some fireworks. We're going to do that. What else you want to do?
Well, I want to cut down a big tree.
He wants to cut down a big tree because
I want to look up at a big tree and see which way it's going to fall, and then cut the V in it, and then cut it down. We don't. The one right behind me. You want that gone? Then you want to trust me? It's that close to the house.
That's nice shade.
yeah, it's a nice shade tree. We'll find one. But yeah, because everything you deal with is like big, wide, bushy. That's just gonna.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to do is fire a few guns without someone dobbing me in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that too.
Yeah, we'll fire some guns. I want to do a flintlock and a, what do you call it when you load the muzzle loader?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got them?
I got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to do that before you run the light.
What? We'll do that. We'll put that in the video just so I can get better film of it.
Yeah.
When it's more dark.
Someone said being a cabinet maker, what kind of wood do you work with in Australia?
Aussie oak. We still got all the timbers you got here, but yeah, mainly Aussie oak and pine.
Isn't it much harder? Isn't the wood there like a lot harder?
Yeah, a lot harder because it's drier, and it's yeah, here
It's tougher.
yeah. The only reason Michael actually put me onto this was the Janka, how do you say it? Janka scale. Janka scale.
Hardness. Janka hardness.
So if you look at the Janka scale, you can look it up. There'll be a chart right there straight away. And if you look at what Michael
Janka.
It's Janka. If you look it up, and what Michael calls a hardwood is only just above pine. Like I think pine is 660, and then your woods are like 1600s. Like
Yeah, I think white oaks
are
harder.
1600s, and then eucalypts are 5,000 to 6,000. So that's how hard they are.
East Coast, West Coast.
The Yanka hardness scale. This is interesting. See this,
Yeah.
Adam? It takes a 0.44 inch. They say inch. It's not metric, so it doesn't apply to
Doesn't
Australia.
apply to
woods.
Australia.
But 0.44 inch steel ball embedded halfway into a wood sample. How many pounds of pressure? So that's the Yanka hardness. I think they call it
It's made
Yanka.
in Queensland, Australia. Yes.
And then you can find a chart that shows you all the different types of wood. And Australia does have some very hard wood.
Steve wants to know, will you show Mark doing his bucket list?
Yeah, we'll make a video doing his bucket list. We will. We'll do that. Top 5 things you can do in America you can't do in Australia or something.
We'll come up with some things.
So like white oak is 1360. Do you have any of these over there?
What's that, Jared? Yeah, Jared's from Western Australia. Yeah, Jared.
Yeah, that's
That's a
1910.
hardwood. That's a hardwood.
Brazilian cherry's really hard.
That's really neat. I've never heard of that till now.
Yeah, and even like southern yellow pine, which is actually pretty hard for a pine.
Yes.
It's 870.
And look at Douglas fir, 660.
Doug fir 660.
Yeah, and cedar would be
That's
wouldn't even read, would it?
That's that West Coast softwoods that Doug Fir
Yeah.
660.
Yep.
Ty saying hi.
Hey Ty.
Oh, boy.
Right.
Yeah, you want that to do?
Yeah. Tim Wilcox said at least he can swim here with no crocodiles.
Some-
You got crocodiles too.
Somebody said, Michael did say that when I did come, he'd have the new shed bunkhouse ready.
You've
but
got a place to stay.
yeah. That didn't
It's gonna
happen.
be warm over there,
It'll
but
be
you're
warm.
good.
If you don't know what that is, that's a boomerang.
Are your boys still on? You haven't commented. Other than hi.
Yeah, how about
okay.
the let's if your boys are on, tell us what kind of dad your dad is. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, Fletcher, Cooper, and Austin. Are you still on? They might be at school. What is the time in Australia?
Oh yeah.
They might. It's 8:25.
Yeah, I bet they are. Yeah.
Well, it's 8:25 in the morning, so they might.
At least be getting ready.
Mum would probably be at work, and the boys would be in Osh. They could be watching it at Osh. Well, they'd be probably out of Osh by now in school. So, yeah, because it is Monday morning over in Australia. 13 and a half hours in front of America.
Have you ever been to Canada, Mark?
Yes,
Oh, you have?
yes. For my wife's work, we went there.
What are you taking to the West Virginia property?
Yeah, we're planning on the three of us and Adam's daughter are going to go down someday this week. I was telling someone the other day, we stay busy all the time doing something. When you get back in those pines down there and the breeze is blowing, all you can think of is, boy, a hammock and a nap. It's just so peaceful. You can't hear, you can hear a car go by here. You can't hear
Marcus from the future.
Yeah. Just
silence.
nature. Yeah.
Hello, Cooper's. Oh, Mark Daniel. Hey, Mark Daniel's on here. We're still here, Dad. Cooper's at school. Fletcher and Austin are home today. Why, Mark?
Oh,
Why? What did Fletcher do?
what's going on?
It's skip day there.
Yeah, we just
Oh
wait till-
no, schools no. White Friars have probably got a student-free day. That's probably why.
Yeah.
The teachers have just had 2 weeks off and they need one more day.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That sounds
That's
like
what you
PA.
get with private school. So, boys, are you going to tell everyone what kind of dad I am?
Yeah, what kind of?
Yeah.
I think you'd be a fun dad. Niagara Falls, you ever see that?
Yes, been there twice.
What's the most popular Aussie show on TV?
Keeping up.
Neighbours or Home and Away.
What is it?
Neighbours or Home and Away. Oh, that's been running since I was a
Never
kid.
heard of it.
No, you wouldn't. Australian soap opera. Soapy.
Pardon
Yeah.
me.
Jeez.
Days of our, if you're old enough, Days of Our Lives, and what is it? The hours? No, something about an hourglass. How's that go?
Yeah, I need to talk. Mom, what's that? Download.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
like
Young and
times
Restless.
through an hourglass or something.
Oh yeah. That's
That's
part of it.
Days
Dad
of Our
likes to
Lives.
take us camp. Dad likes to take us camping and do fun outdoor stuff.
We got some fun.
Do diesel trucks?
What is the purpose of a boomerang? The purpose of a boomerang, the Aborigines used to fling it in the air, and it used to come flick, 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 and then come hit birds or hit something up in a tree. And also, it does, if you fling it the right way, it will come back to you.
Oh wait, the kids are on your login.
Oh, Mark,
Yeah.
and makes us help with the wood cutting. I'm glad they're all good comments.
They said Dad likes to take us camping and do fun things outdoors.
Yeah, I heard that
Oh,
one.
you saw that?
We are
Yeah.
going to shoot some tomorrow.
Through the hourglass, like the sands through the hourglass. There you go. Thank you,
Yeah.
So are
David.
the Days of Our Lives. I remember
Yeah,
that
that's
ad. I didn't watch it,
Yeah.
Don't lie.
so don't think I did. Hunter's all over the place.
Paste in the background.
Jack said the hat will have to be for special occasions. No,
I know. I think this is like a great fall rain.
He's
And-
getting older. He's going to get sun. Stop being out in the sun because
I know.
you'll get skin cancers. You
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be in Australia. The sun will bite you.
Burn you.
Take your skin off.
You have to heat your home. Someone asked how you heat your
Yeah, I burn about in my house. I burn it only because it's not very heat. Not like your houses are, because they've got to be for winter. But I burn about 5 ton of wood. Don't ask
Yeah, you
me.
measure wood in tons.
Yeah, we measure. We weigh
Wow.
our wood and we sell it by the weight. We don't. We never until I saw Michael's show. I didn't even know what a cord was, or a phase cord, or didn't even know what that was, because we sell it by weight.
Yeah.
That would be good for you. You could just cut it and sell it right away while it was wet and green.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you're
it's
the
gotta-
better.
It's got to be dry. It's got to be dry.
We
Yeah.
find Tyler.
Heavier the better.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what else.
Show us more of the boom, offset boom function on the excavator.
Yeah, I just did that the other day. I never really used it. I did the other day just because I needed it. But
commercial crap. Yeah.
Works good if you're digging up against like a foundation or something.
yeah, John Ritter recently
Adam, what's
started.
your daughter's name again?
Brenna.
Brenna, tell us what kind of dad your dad is.
John Ritter said he recently started wearing a hat just like this. He calls it my cool guy hat.
Ooh.
For people who just joined in, the hat is an Australian hat, which I brought for Michael. It's an Akubra.
A Kubra.
Akubra.
It's made out of rabbit fur
And kangaroo leather.
and kangaroo leather
And lamb.
and lamb on the
Lambs.
inside.
Yeah. Second. See, a hat like that keeps the sun off your neck, Michael. See?
Someone said that you should have him meet Tom from Concrete with the Hosses. Here's a small world story. So I guess my wife's uncle actually built their pool house.
What are you not telling me, Adam?
No. Their pool
No.
house, like the little, the building.
Okay.
He helped with that or something, and then they're
What's wrong?
getting ready to build
Brenna-
another
Brenna
building there,
sounds
and
like
he's going to do
Brenna.
that one too, I think. So,
Does
and I
he build pools?
no, but I got a picture to show
Your
you
dad,
later.
your dad answered your question. Yes, your daughter.
Our daughter-
Brenna
Did she-
said that you're nice.
Is that right?
Aw.
Thanks, Brenna. She's like the best helper in the
Aw.
world.
She runs
helps-
equipment.
Yes, Mike. I have a video of her when she was 3 years old running my backhoe, and
Oh, sweet.
she does everything that I do. She whatever I have, she can run it as long as it's not one of the trucks with a clutch pedal, just because she can't reach and
it,
push. and-
yeah.
yeah.
Aw.
How much does gasoline cost in Australia? At the moment, it's about $2.25 a litre.
A little.
So what were you saying about concrete, the hosses? And
Well, I was just what brought that up was my wife's uncle. He's a contractor.
Haven't seen the chickens yet. They are
He
around
did
just
the
back here.
buildings over at neighbor Cliff's house.
oh, that's your uncle.
They are
That's
around
my
here
wife's
with
uncle.
cameras
Your
too.
wife's uncle is over there because
Yeah.
they're building it right now.
Right, Gary.
take
You know Gary?
Yeah.
From over there. Yeah.
That's your wife's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
No,
world.
Amy.
Oh yeah, your
I
name.
wanna call her Amy.
Are the Australian
Her
Aboriginal
name's
people
Mandy.
There's Michael's chickens.
She ever corrected me was the sweetest thing ever. She
Sorry, what was the question?
Someone said, are the Australian Aboriginal people pretty much integrated into everyday society there?
Yep.
Yeah, our chickens are Plymouth Rocks, right, Melissa?
Yep, Plymouth Rock.
They're feisty.
Do you want to know their names? Annabelle, Beverly, Becky, and then another.
You called one Becky.
I accidentally called it. It's Beverly, not Becky. Candace. They're A, B, C, D, E, F, G. D is Darla.
They do kind of look like guineas, don't they?
Yeah.
You've got guineas.
Yeah. Right now we have
Evelyn,
37 guinea chicks.
Sammy,
What are you going to do with all them?
Genevieve.
We'll keep some of them. Mandy's uncle that is working over at Cliffs, he wants some, and then I have another buddy that probably wants some.
Yeah, he built their other building,
Right.
other shelter. over there.
Yeah.
He said he lost a chicken
Yeah, he
to,
does nice work.
tires.
Do you have a tape that's got millimeters metric on it?
No.
What's on the backside of that one?
Inches again.
Oh,
My measuring tape for my.
Do you hate it when you got to get out your metric spanner set and you got to try and do something with metric?
Do I need to tell you what year you're born again?
That's the only thing that tape's good for. Do you want to show?
Okay.
Do you want to show everyone, Michael? Show everyone what your tape's good for. That's the only thing a metric tape is good for. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What do you call it?
Standard?
What do you call it?
Standard.
A standard tape's good for.
So the year is 2022,
22.
right? So if you go to 122 inches,
Yeah.
on your tape measure,
And I'm born in. My age is 47.
47, you go up to 47, and Mark was born in 1975. Works with any age.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that takes.
And you
good
know
for
what? I'm going to start taking this when I go to the pharmacy because I can remember phone numbers from my childhood, but I can't remember my kid's date of birth. So, Eva, you're 17, right?
Yep.
You're born in 05
1995.
or 95.
95.
See, the tape measure's not even good for that.
No, I did that wrong that time. It works for everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, your birthday is.
Yeah, it was in 2004.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It depends what month.
Yeah,
Her
'cause
birthday, her
they-
birthday must not have happened yet. Or...
yeah, our birthday's in
Can
December.
somebody try that with a metric tape and see if it works as well?
The metric system just kind of dumbs everything down, I think. You know what I mean? It's a 10th.
Sunseeker said, "Who's your favorite celebrity crush?"
Oh, no, there's a question.
For
I
who?
know mine.
Who's that for me or you, Adam? You,
None of us married guys are going to answer that.
Well, no, I have a celebrity crush, but it's from when I was a child. It was Elizabeth Shue.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Mike, don't be
that
the
doesn't
typical
apply
American.
anymore, but
Don't be the typical American, someone said.
Oh, Mike loves Jennifer Aniston. Who else? Here's a list of people.
What exactly is a wombat? What
I
exactly
was
is a
trying to
wombat?
take my hat off. He's not used to me wearing this hat.
Yeah, he's trying to
Get.
Our neighbors built a garage. Tell them what the lights.
Oh, yeah. Our neighbors built a garage
Lights.
a couple years ago, and they had these big lights out there.
And under the bedtime, seriously, was motion.
He wanted us to
tell
go
the
over and turn the
neighbors
lights
to
out
turn
at the
off lights.
neighbors like 200 yards away.
Somebody says, does your firewood sales drop in summer? Well, we don't burn in summer because we have a fire ban season. So we don't burn outdoor. We don't burn outdoors like you guys here in summertime. We'd get a huge fine, or we'd get a huge fine because it's a fire ban.
What, Eva?
Two people
Oh.
Two people in Australia ask stupid questions.
Someone said, "What exactly?" is a
No,
wombat?"
it's the other way around.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what is a wombat?
What is a wombat? It's a don't correct me. It's a I think it's a mammal. Because I think it's like it has a pouch and because they suckle from a teat, I think that's a mammal. Don't judge me on that.
I think you're right.
But anyway, it's a big solid animal about that round. It would be around like a 5-gallon bucket with legs.
Okay.
There you go. Furry 5-gallon bucket with legs.
Sunseeker. I'm kind of with you on that. Halle Berry for him, he said.
oh,
Well, see, we've got our Kylie Minogues and gorgeous women like that, really. There for me, Main Street.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, that was from earlier. Feed Mike some Vegemite. Tell them what happened last time you brought Vegemite to the States, Mark.
They wasted it, really, because they put it on too thick.
It made a bunch of people sick. It was in the news. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Is it a vegetable?
It's a vegetable. It's a vegetable yeast extract.
I saw that on the news that when you fed that to all those people. And they were,
So what happened? Every time because it was a novelty for me to show, I wanted to show people and let them taste Vegemite, because if you watch so much YouTube, you have these Americans trying Australian foods, and every time they get to the Vegemite, they go, "Oh, this is terrible. How are you going to eat it? Whatever." But it is an acquired taste. It's very salty.
yeah.
So anyway,
You never had it, have you?
no.
I'd let people. It's like Marmite sort of thing. Anyway, I'd let people try it, but I would put the Vegemite on for them very lightly, and they still hated it. So therefore, I wasted a lot of Vegemite. And then about 3 months before we went home, I actually ran out of Vegemite because I wasted it on you guys.
My wife worked with a lady from Australia, and she brought a bag of something, and it's in one of the songs, like, and I'm trying to think of what that. It was like a chip, or
Oh, it would have been barbecue shapes.
The devil's lettuce.
no.
It was in a bag.
Were they chips or candy?
I can't recall now. This has been I don't know. It's been
Because in
7
Australia, we
Amy, are
call
you
candy,
on?
we call it lollies. We call candy lollies in Australia.
Okay. No, it wasn't that.
Was it a food?
My wife might know.
Was it a food?
It was a food. Yeah, it was something you ate.
And it was like a chip.
I think so.
I'm interested. Find out.
Someone said you have a problem with wildfires down there.
Yeah, yeah. They just had big wild. We've had a lot of big wildfires. Yeah, we'd like. I suppose it would be our Australia would be down where we are and across Victoria would be compared to say California. Here,
Oh, okay.
the same sort of weather, dry heat. I mean, I guarantee you wouldn't be able to allow to have fireworks this time of the year in California or an outdoor fire.
Come on over, Tyler.
So are kangaroos really mean? No, well, they are. If you go, I'll put it this way: if you annoy one, it'll get mean. It'll stand up on its back legs and defend itself.
Son-in-law Tyler's in. Him and Hannah are here for the weekend.
Hello, everyone.
How are things going with training, Tyler?
I've been lifting. I haven't been throwing for the past month. Almost destroyed my ankle.
Just an injury here.
But yeah, I haven't thrown for the past month.
Tell your
since
coach I was on a
season.
live stream and I broke my leg.
Yeah, almost about it.
So tell them what you do, Tyler, for those that don't know.
So I'm a hammer thrower.
Hammer thrower.
Yeah, at Penn State. So, yeah, throw metal balls all day.
16-pound steel.
Yeah.
And you were 8th in the nation?
I was 9th in the entire U.S. and 2nd in the NCAA.
Very
Awesome.
impressive.
Yeah, so not too
Very
bad.
impressive. And who's your sponsors? You're taking applications for sponsors now.
Always taking applications for sponsors.
That's it.
Yeah.
Any
Always.
sponsorships for Tyler? Email.
Let us know.
Yeah, email.
So what's the furthest you threw this year, Tyler?
72.7 meters.
That's a long
There
way
you
to throw a
go. Mark,
16-pound
throw
ball.
meters.
It is.
Yeah, about
Yeah, they did track and field. They work in meters.
Yeah.
only international.
So what's
though.
that mean in yards? Because meters doesn't mean
Yards?
much to me.
What is I don't even know what yards comes out. It's about 238 feet, almost 239
About 4
feet.
Now
feet.
that makes
It's
sense.
about 4 feet to a meter.
I can wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
The feet.
What is it? That's like
Yeah, you throw
3.3 feet or something like that. I don't know.
You need to learn. Get a metric tape measure.
You can't even find them here. They're nowhere to be
I should
found
have
in the
brought you
States.
one.
I think my measuring
should have- I'll
device
send you
has
one.
The backside of it's metric.
It'll be a dust collector. I'm sorry to say.
Just a bunch of numbers.
But you do realise that America classifies itself as using metric, don't you?
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't know one
Yeah.
American that uses metric.
Except
for
put it this
Tyler,
way.
when he-
Put it this way. The bloke
the
I
man.
did some work with when we were over here,
John Boyd said
I showed
once a
him.
year.
He'd never seen a metric tape measure. He'd never seen a metric tape measure. I couldn't believe it.
The word I
I
was
had to show him how to read a metric tape measure.
the word I was looking for was Tammy's.
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 Tammy's. Did you ever hear of Tammy's?
No.
No.
No. Someone asked where I was from Adelaide, South Australia.
Do you have dairy farms?
Yes.
What do you
No,
call?
there's no cows in Australia.
What do you call a
What do you think?
weed whacker, string trimmer in Australia?
A whippersnipper.
A whippersnipper.
A whippersnipper?
A whippersnipper.
I've heard that before.
I have
From
too.
Terrell. Have you ever watched his? I've heard it from him.
The whippersnipper.
Whippersnipper.
Do you call chainsaws or power saws?
How do you a whippersnipper?
We call it chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Tim
Tam
Tams.
Tams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get Tim.
That's what it was. That's
best
what it
thing
was.
the best
Someone
thing
just said
oh,
maybe
Tim
she
Tams.
meant
the
Tim
best
Tam-
thing to do
someone
with the
just said
Tim
maybe
Tam.
she
Look,
meant
I
Tim.
don't drink coffee, but the best thing to do with a Tim Tam is to bite each end off of a Tim Tam and suck your coffee through it.
Isn't it like a cookie or a chip or something?
Yeah, it's
right?
like well, you've heard of Milo because I know you get Milo here in the States. It comes in a green can. It's like a malt. You mix it with milk. You do get Milo because I've seen it at ShopRite.
Well, I've
Oh,
never
I
had
haven't
it.
Anyway, it's like a biscuit at the bottom with Milo. I think it's Milo malt, sort of like a Milo in the thing, and then it's covered in chocolate.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the weather here.
Someone said
Yes.
father-in-law calls it a weed slapper.
Weed slapper. Yeah, we call it a whippersnipper.
Looks like up your way, Adam.
Yeah.
One
Do
this
they
way
drink
through.
ale
Yep.
or beer?
Beer, pale ale. Our beer industry is pretty much taken off by home brews. Like like somebody said earlier, is there a McDonald's on every corner? Yeah, well, there's pretty much a home brew. Like the Big Shed, the home brew place on every
Yeah.
corner.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
my
big
goodness.
home brews taken off.
I don't
Very
drink,
big in
but
Australia.
I could be a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one up the road, and you can't go there very long because some of their brews are like a 9-10%,
Oh,
and
is that right?
you can't. You can only have one beer, then you can't. You got to drive home. Still got to drive home.
I see.
You can't.
Yeah,
It's all right to if you're not going to get an Uber there. That's the best thing.
yeah.
That's what I would suggest.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, we call it Macca's. In Australia, we call it Macca's.
Okay.
We call it Macca's,
Car-
and
Car
you're
mechanics use
and also
Someday.
what's the other one? Hungry. What do you call? We call it Hungry Jack's. You call it Burger King.
Oh yeah.
What you call Burger King, we call Hungry Jack's.
Okay.
It's the same.
Same thing.
Someone said, "Are your beers metric?"
Yes. If you look at the bottom of the glass, it'll show you how many mil got in glass.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
our
that's
size of our beers are called different names in every state. So we in
So you
South,
don't drink a pint of beer there.
in Australia we started with there's a butcher, a schooner, then a pint, and then an imperial pint. That's how we class our beers sizes in Australia. Our 4 main ones. Other companies will call them pots or middies or something like that.
Do the rentals, the mattress rentals disappear in Australia like they do here?
Does the what?
The metric wrenches disappear in Australia like they do here.
Lyle said that.
Lyle Davis, he's a hoot. 211 millimeter metric. Yeah, that's the one.
10 and 10s and 11s. Yeah.
I think the only metric spanner Michael's got would be a metric shifter spanner, wouldn't it?
A
Or
what?
adjustable spanner. What do you call them here?
Yeah,
You make it.
adjustable
Metric.
wrench.
Have you got a metric one of those?
I do.
Probably a
Yeah.
left hand one and a right
I
hand
Is
did.
it a
one.
left and a right hand
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Do Australians have a drug problem like we do? Yes, we do. They have a big drug problem.
They're from Minnesota. Hey,
It's metric in mechanical world, but inches in building trades. Well, it depends where you come from.
real quickly, we're going to wrap this up soon, but let us know in the comments where you guys are from. There's someone from Minnesota. You can do city, state, country, whatever you want to do. Just start hammering the comments there.
There will be a video of what you and Mark are doing.
Yeah, we'll do a video next couple days.
And Adam.
Is that someone
And Adam.
said Kubota and Steel are in metric? Is that true?
Kubota is. Okay,
What did you say, Mark?
There you go.
Kubota is.
Kubota and Steel are in metric.
I don't know. Steel takes 3/4 inch.
You make it.
No, 3/4 inch.
A 3/4 and 19 are pretty close to the same.
It's
So
3/4.
That's why I said you. That's why I said you make it fit.
Victory, Australia, Kentucky, South Carolina.
Wyoming, Maine.
Grove City, Brenna.
Wow. that's
Grove
cool.
City. Brenna put
Wow.
Grove City.
Love you, Dad.
Oh,
New
that's
Zealand.
nice.
Love you too, Brenna.
Next door neighbor, New Zealand, Pennsylvania, Florida, California, Seattle,
South Carolina, Roanoke,
Harmony, PA.
Central California,
Harmony, PA. You're right down the
Maine.
road. Whoa. Boy,
Holy
they're
cow.
flying through there.
That's cool. Do you want to,
New Zealand, Long Island, Pittsburgh. Someone's from Earth.
Las Vegas, New Mexico. I don't know if that was supposed to be NV or it was NF.
Massachusetts.
Oh, probably just-
That's next to Taxovania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right next to Tax Australia.
Well,
Our government in Australia loves taxing us. I can tell you that right now.
All governments do.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's right.
well, you know what? We've been on for close to an hour and a half. I think we're gonna. Anything you would like to say, Mark or Adam, before we wrap this up? You already told us. Tell these guys that might have just joined us your thoughts on the United States.
Put it this way, I'll start right from the start. 4.5 years ago, my wife said that we're going to come to America. We're going to go to America because my wife works for defense. And I said, why would I want to go to America for? Anyway, 12 months later, I didn't want to go home. I loved it here. Loved the people. Everyone was friendly. Just loved it here. So anyway, that's why I'm back. Love the people. Anyway, that's it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what's neat is how, just like this YouTube channel, we started like 5 years ago. I made a video one day, like cutting firewood, and here we are 5 years later. And you commented on one of our videos about IBC totes. I got a hold of you. We became friends. Met a guy from Australia. good friends with him. Met a bunch of you that have been commenting at different meetups over the years. It's just all been really cool. It's really been something, and we appreciate it, and we appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. And this is a good time, huh?
Can people just quickly? Can people make suggestions? What should Michael make me do on his property?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So my bucket list is I want it, because we can't do fireworks in Australia. We're going to do fireworks. I'm going to cut down a big tree. If you can make a quick summary of some things.
Do you want to run the excavator or something?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Get Michael off his backside, and I'll use it.
Have you ever ran any kind of equipment in Australia?
Yeah, a little bit. Only a
Tractors?
little bit. Only a little bit. Only a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
So not an expert at all, by all means.
Someone said an hour and a half. I've been sitting on the toilet that long.
We call them lifestays. Shoot guns. Yes, we're going to shoot guns. I want to do a flintlock and a muzzle loader.
We'll
do
shoot
that.
some other stuff too.
Run the skid loader. Yeah.
That's a good idea, Mom. Clean the Morgan's home. Dig a pool for Melissa.
Yeah.
Coyote hunt.
Chainsaw. Yeah, we'll be working with chainsaws.
Yeah, a lot of shooting, chainsaws, running the equipment.
Shoot and cut wood.
Drive on the right side of the road.
Fix
Yeah,
Blueford
I understand.
smoking
why
problem.
Mike's the guy
That
from
would take
Australia.
longer than you're going to be here. Someone was telling me about that
Dead
fluid
balls,
film. Do you
dead
ever
wood.
use that on anything?
I have.
Shoot the
Does it
thing,
work?
Yeah.
Not a
Bath the
huge
dogs.
fan of
Do you want
it.
the dog's bath, Melissa?
Yes.
myself.
Why
I
not?
used it for it washes off too easy.
Okay.
My idea.
For rust prevention.
Clean
I like it
Yeah.
for
What, do I have
lubricant.
to
Like
clean
I
the chicken
keep
coop?
it on hand. I do like it for certain things, but as far as rust prevention, I don't think it's the right.
Yeah, I'll
Someone
rush
told me,
Melissa's car.
oh, you should spray that on the frame of Blueford. I said it doesn't need
Flinch
anything. It's got
yeah.
plenty of oil
Yeah.
on it.
Work on the game. Work on the game room. That'd be a good thing.
The electrician's working in there.
might have to go
not
to-
now.
Do we have to go to IKEA and buy a quick kitchen and put it together?
Ellie says hi. That's my
Traditional Thanksgiving when you were
baby.
here?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we cooked.
Do you have anything like that in Australia?
We boiled it. No, we don't.
So you're not-
Oh no, we have. Well, closest thing would be Australia Day, where if you're near a beach, you'd go down the beach and enjoy the beach for the day and barbecue. We have, put a shrimp on the barbie. That's where
Trying
that
to
sort of
kill 'em.
comes from. Get out in the sun, enjoy the sun, and slip, slop, slap.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the saying "slip, slop, slap"?
No.
In Australia, slip, slop, slap means slip on the tee, slip on a hat, slop on some sunscreen, slip, slop, and slap on a hat, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a big advert promotion
All
to,
right.
for skin cancer. Slip, slop, slap. Slip on a t-shirt, slap on sunscreen, and slip on a hat or something. Slip on a shirt. So I get it around the wrong way.
Why is it
Someone
dry?
said the Sawmill.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing, but that might be a bit more learning thing.
And tomorrow night, Melissa, maybe we'll have them foil dinners. Do you ever have them? You don't fire out that side much.
Are we going to have a roast? I thought we were going to have a roast from Australia.
Yeah, put in the swimming pool.
Put on the swimming pool. Oh, workout with Melissa in the morning.
Yeah. I'll meet you at the gym.
I'll meet you at the gym. No.
You can do it. You and Mike both can do it.
Yeah. How about we go for a walk in the morning, Mike? Oh,
I'm good with that.
You're going somewhere else because we haven't seen you do that down the street lately.
No.
Might be raining tomorrow in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow doesn't look great, but it looks cooler.
Yeah.
It looks cooler, which is good.
Yep.
But I think that's about it. Anything you guys want to add or anything? We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're going down to the new property on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Someone said foil dinners.
we'll do that. You'll love them.
Have you ever had mountain pies?
Yes, we are shooting. Hey, what?
Mountain pies on a fire? We call them mountain pies. Like cast iron cookers. You put bread. You ever had those?
We take them when we go out back.
Yeah,
Go
those are
back
good.
camping.
Yeah.
You get your fire, get your coals, and then
Yes.
you put some coals to one side. You put it on, then you put some coals on top.
Yes.
Yeah, we make damper, like it's a type of bread
Okay.
in it, and you cook a stew in it.
Yeah, we'll show them some real barbecue.
Someone said I've ever eaten at the Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, do you ever eat the Outback Steakhouse?
I have
That's
eaten.
like asking Italian if they were with Olive
That's,
Garden.
yes, when my mum and dad came up, or my mum and my niece came over, we did go to the Australian Steakhouse, and it wasn't. Yeah, it would be like us in Australia setting up an American steakhouse. It would, we'd have a good go at it. But if you're if you come over there, you'd probably think it's funny.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for being here, commenting and everything. Hit that like button on your way out, and we'll tell everyone goodbye, Mark.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and thanks, Michael, for having me for a couple of days.
Maybe we'll do a live stream
And it's
from
good to see-
Australia one day.
It's good to see Adam again.
Yes, you too, Mark.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So people who've just joined us, we met three years ago. So we met 3 years ago at the Butler invasion in Pennsylvania, and we've just been friends and keep in contact. So
Can you do the mic here clap?
sorry.
Can you do the welcome back mic here?
Vintage. What's vintage?
That's vintage. I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
But someone asked that.
Oh.
Can we do the Michael?
That's faster than that. More aggressive.
Ooh.
Oh, welcome back.
All right,
Welcome
everyone.
back here, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania.
Take care, everyone.
We'll see you
All right,
guys.
See ya.
See ya.